Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of ReaperCast. Today we have a lot more cards to actually go over, so without further ado, let's just get started right away. Firstly, we have a bunch of Zexal weapons actually coming out in the Anime Chronicle box, I guess. Now I assume the Anime Chronicle box is actually the same box that the Sherry LeBlanc cards are actually coming in, so that's definitely going to be great if they actually combine in that particular sense. However, we definitely still have more information to find out about that, so for now we just gotta wait. But there are some new card effects, so let's just go over them. Firstly, we have Zexal Weapon Sylphid Wing, a light beast effect monster, level 4 800 attack, 1600 defense. First effect, you can only control one ZW Sylphid Wing. Second effect, you can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this card from your hand or field to the target as an equip spell that gives it 800 attack. Third effect, once per turn, if your opponent special summons a monster with an activated effect, you can make the equipped monster gain 1600 attack. Fourth effect, if the equipped monster would activate its effects by detaching materials, you could send this card to the graveyard instead. So that's definitely very nice. Surprised to see that there's actually 4 effects, but I could understand that it's not overly broken or anything, just gives you a bit more utilities. Moving on, we have here Zexal Server's Ouroboros Sage, a Dark Warrior effect monster, level 3, 600 attack, 0 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you could special summon one non-light number monster from your graveyard, but its effects are negated, and if you do, equip both this card and one Utopia monster you control the summoned monster as equip spells that give it 1700 attack, but you can only declare one attack this turn. Pretty restricting, to be honest. I don't really like that at the end where it only allows you one attack, but you know, if you can OTK then I guess it's okay. But in that particular case, I still see this card easily as a one-off. However, there is a second effect. When a monster this card is equipped to by its own effect declares an attack on an opponent's monster, you can make the attacking monster's current attack become doubled, but destroy it during the end phase. So like I said, it's very specific to just going for an OTK. If this card is actually searchable, then you only need to play one copy of it in your deck. However, moving on, we do have here a new Utopia Xyz monster, so this is called Leo Utopia Ray, a Light Warrior Xyz effect monster, rank 5, 2500 attack and 2000 defense. Requires 3 level 5 monsters. However, I'm pretty confident that this card will easily be able to go into with a rank up magic spell. So this card's always treated as number C39 Utopia Ray. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, equip one ZW monster from your deck or extra deck to this card as if it were equipped by its own effect. This activation and effect cannot be negated. That's actually pretty good. I like that the opponent can't actually respond to you. So in that particular case, it could actually just go for a final OTK, which would be nice. Second effect, once per turn, while this card is equipped to a ZW monster card quick effect, you could target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, its current attack becomes halved. Again, just setting you up for more OTK potential, weakening your opponent's monster's attack. I mean, a lot of these particular cards right now, they kind of look like they're gonna combo off well to give you a big attack to just finish off your opponent in one turn. As for the final card, we have here Zexal Catapult, a normal spell card, and first and second effects can only be used once per turn each. First effect, special summon one ZW or ZS monster from your hand, then if you control a Utopia monster, you could change the levels of all face-up monsters you currently control to 4 or 5. Again, just setting you up for an XC summon. Second effect, if this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card and one ZW or ZS monster from your graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. However, if the first effect is allowing you to go for an XC summon, it's very likely you're going for the OTK that turn anyway, so the second effect doesn't really concern itself. Overall, I'm very pleased by this because the Xyz era is pretty much expecting a 10th anniversary special celebration of some sort anyway, so seeing these particular cards was something I kind of saw it coming, so it's no surprise to me. However, moving on here, we do have some new cards actually also announced for Sherry again. This is definitely fantastic because it's coming out in a new set called Duelists of the Gale. Definitely fantastic. So we have quite a lot of cards, so let's go over all of them. First card we have here is Sage the Fleur. Level 8 Dark Spellcaster effect monster, 2900 attack, 0 defense. First and second effects can only be used once per turn each. So first effect, you could target one monster you control and one other card on the field, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, destroy those targets. Second effect, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you could target one other monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then add one level 1 plant monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Not too bad at all, definitely serving well as a boss monster, but overall the effects aren't overwhelmingly powerful or anything like that. Moving on, we have here White Steed of the Floral Knights, level 6 Wind Beast effect monster. Attack 2400, 1800 defense. You can only special summon with the way this card's name's first effect once per turn, and you can only use the second effect once per turn. First effect, if you control a level 2 or lower monster, you could special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Just a simple extender. Second effect, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you could banish this card from your graveyard, then target one card you control, negate the attack, and if you do, destroy that target. Not the most amazing, but considering this is a level 6, if you go into it with the Fleur Synchron, you could go into your level 8 Synchros, which would be quite common for this particular deck. Moving on, we have here Necro Synchron, level 2 Dark Machine Tuner effect monster, 200 attack, 400 defense. Second and third effects can only be used once per turn. First effect, this card becomes Fleur Synchron while in the field or graveyard. Second effect, you could target one other face-up monster you control, increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. Third effect, if this card is sent to your graveyard as a synchro material for a wind monster, you could special summon one level 1 plant monster from your deck, kind of already setting you up here for further synchro climbing, or anything to just bring out extra resources, even to go into link plays. Moving on, we have here Baroness de Fleur, level 10 Wind Warrior Synchro Effect Monster, attack 3000, 2400 defense, and it's generic. Second effects can only be used once per turn. Once per turn, you could target one card on the field, destroy it. Just a very simple effect, very nice, definitely quite pleased about that. Second effect, once while this card is face up on the field, when a card or effect is activated as a quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Not bad at all, getting a negate, getting a free destruction. I'm already liking this card. Third effect, once per turn during the standby phase, you can target one level 9 or lower monster in your graveyard, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon that monster. Not bad at all actually. This is definitely a very good boss monster. I actually am quite excited about this, and if the deck comes out, just this card alone might actually be quite tempting to, warrant me to actually build the deck. However, moving on, we have Fleurette de Fleur, an equipped spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can only use the third effect once per turn. First effect, activate this card by targeting one level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated, and if you do, equip this card with it. If this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. Doesn't really matter, it's pretty much a free monster reborn for your Fleur Synchron anyway, to go into your further synchro summons. Second effect, the equipped monster gains 700 attack. Third effect, if this card is sent from the spell trap zone to the graveyard, you could equip this card to a synchro monster you control. Definitely very nice because again, it correlates to the second effect, allowing you to actually boost up your synchro monster by 700 attack. Lastly, for the final support, we have here Synchro Dilemma, continuous spell card, and first effects can only be used once per turn. So during your main phase, you can only activate one of these effects. So you can either send one synchro monster from your hand or face up field to the graveyard, special summon one monster from your hand, or you could target one other card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one synchro monster with a different original name than that card from your hand or graveyard. But speaking of which, we're also getting some reprints here. We get Sorcier de Fleur, we have Necro Fleur, we have Fleur Synchron, and we have Chevalier de Fleur. So definitely all really amazing reprints, telling us that if we play all this, we could pretty much have a great deck to actually go with here. Now this is actually coming out in more of those special sets, it's not a core set, so it does make me kind of think, as long as the other two archetypes are good, might be interesting. But if this is the only good archetype, then it's not really worth building that particular, well, it's not really worth pursuing this particular deck here. But we do know that I think we're getting Speedroids and Lyrilusk in the other, as the other two supports, so knowing that, I might be interested in this set. However, definitely tell me what your thoughts are on these particular cards. They're definitely really interesting. I do really love the Sorcier de Fleur stuff, and overall, the fact that they're introducing a new archetype like this from quite an interesting character from the series as well, it's quite nice, you know, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. But of course, I'm awaiting the support or the effects or new reveals of some Lyrilusk or some Speed Road cards, so we'll just have to wait till then. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. If you did, drop a like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you all next time.